What's happening, Big K Beezy? We back in this thing. K Beezy, K Beezy. If I shy we hit the top because apparently this all Sean Combs the Reckoning. It's been stirring up a lot of stuff. So we have Diddy's mommy, Janice Combs, as she eviscerates 50 Cent's new doc, The Reckoning. She ain't happy about it. That's her son. They was trying to say she was in the streets. Apparently or allegedly, maybe Diddy learned the free cost from Janet. We don't know. They was insinuating a lot of stuff. They basically said she could pull up to the store and leave her car on and nobody go mess with it because they knew what it was. So she was in the streets, or just because of who Diddy's dad was. Is like, hey, we gonna leave that be. But let's get into it. Let's see what she says to Fifth. And you know, Fifth gonna troll. So even though you say whatever he say, this nigga gonna come figure out a way to troll your ass. But also, no disrespect, like I know you love your son, but the fact you kissed your son on the lips at his big old grown age, ridiculous. I seen that shit, I was like, it scares me. 50 Cent executive produced Netflix's Diddy docu-series, Sean Combs The Reckoning. It accused him and his mother Janice of abusing each other. Yo, that is crazy. It's each other is crazy, sorry. Is already causing a lot of controversy and pushback, particularly from Diddy and his close circle. His mother, Janice Combs, recently clapped back at abuse claims against them levied in the 50 Cent produced documentary. Also, the funny part, the audacity is like, hey, Diddy, when you talk to his son Justin, hey, God ain't tell me to do nothing. What did he tell you to do, Justin? If the documentary comes out about his son and like a mini, like a 2 episode about some of the bullshit he was allegedly doing. And yo, we owe an apology to Lil Rod. We do. I'm sorry. Like, we do. I was on his side a bit, but even still, we owe an apology to that nigga. Anyways, sharing a statement with Deadline about these accusations and other conclusions and narratives. I am writing this statement to correct some of the lies presented in the Netflix Sean Combs The Reckoning, released on December 2nd, 2025. Janice Combs reportedly stated, these inaccuracies regarding my son, Sean's upbringing and family life is intentionally done to mislead viewers and further harm our reputation. In the documentary, I am portrayed as an abusive parent. This is untrue. I raised Sean with love and hard work, not abuse. Janice Combs also denied the claims in 50 Cent's Diddy doc that the mother and the son have a strained relationship. To be fair, they seem close to me. I'm not gonna lie. They do seem close to me. From a little bit I've seen on social media, they seem kind of close. Elsewhere in the statement, the bad boy mogul is referenced as a dutiful son. In addition, the matriarch requested that these distortions, falsehoods, and misleading statements be publicly redacted. Another quote. The allegation stated by Mr. Kirk Burroughs that my son slapped me while we were conversing after the tragic City College events on December 28th, 1991 are inaccurate and partly false, she stated. That was a very sad day for all of us. For him to use this tragedy and incorporate fake narratives to further his prior failed and current attempt to gain what was never his, Bad Boy Records, is wrong and outrageous and past offensive. Meanwhile, Diddy's efforts to discredit this 50 Cent documentary have two main arguments. The first is alleged defamatory practices and purportedly misleading information, and the second is a supposedly illegal acquisition of footage. However, Netflix and 50 Cent push back against these accusations and stand by their product. Claims being made about Sean Combs' The Reckoning are false, the streaming giant stated. The project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. The footage of Combs leading up to his indictment and arrest were legally obtained. This is not a hit piece or any act of retribution. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, is an executive producer but does not have creative control. No one was paid to participate. Now, yes, you could say Netflix has to say that, but I feel like everybody wanted to get... That was the one thing about the other documentaries. Don't get me wrong, they were good as well, and some of the information presented here has been in the other ones. They just did a better job of putting everything together, getting some people who could not be garnered from the other documentaries, maybe because 50's name was connected to this or whatever have you. But even still, like, it is better. Now, mama is gonna ride for her son regardless, so I do understand that. And I'm not mad at that at all. But it does get to the point, it's like, hey, your son was on some bullshit. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, honestly, like, for real. Your son was on some bullshit, especially how he treated certain people. And again, Cassie, Lil Rod, who, yes, I vehemently believe these motherfuckers. I hope I'm using vehemently right, but I believe these motherfuckers, right? Why do they have a real reason to lie? Now, again, some motherfuckers is here for a cash grab. I spoke about that with the whole shit with the ish court trying to sue Cassie. I spoke about it. But even with that being said, it gets to the point that it's like, bro, your son was hurting people and not the nicest. And it was on some ish. He really was. So, yeah, we can feel sorrowful for this nigga that he's locked up. Yeah. Because you did some F shit to people, bro. Remember when the Cassie video came out about her when he was like stomping on her in the hotel? And by the way, the documentary had the clearest version of that video I have seen. But regardless, and he comes out with a, man, I saw for that. I'm going to therapy. I'm doing that. That seems so ingenuine. And we not gonna believe Cassie after she put out a thing, and in less than 24 hours he paid her. He paid her. Like, come the fuck out. He can pay her, but he can't pay Lil Rod. Come on now. He not like. Listen, you're gonna ride for your son. It is what it is. We don't know how you was treating your son back in the day. We don't know if you was allegedly on some freak off type activity with your son, or he picked it up from you. We don't know. Niggas is just making allegations at that point. But what we can say is wherever he got that behavior from, he was on some fuck shit. He did not treat everybody well, and he hurt some people and violated some people. And yes, that motherfucker deserved to go to jail and, hey, do the time he got. Now, whatever time he got, he probably should have got longer. Not gonna lie, that's my opinion. But even still, he's doing this time, and when he comes home, he comes home. And also, he probably didn't pay the motherfucker that was recording him before he got locked up. And then that nigga like, oh, Netflix gonna throw me the bag? Huh. It's like, what is we talking about, bro? Come on now. Come on now. Y'all was on some shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say that, hey, when you're at the height, that niggas ain't gonna try to come knock you down. But sometimes, hey, listen, that nigga was not humble. He was on some bullshit. And he got put in his place a little bit. And it's fine. Sometimes you need that. You gotta get put in your place a little bit. But yeah, we'll see exactly what happens. But besides that, you already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ there while they're doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You try and hit a little bit more, they heard me. And I'm gone. Slime Zoom, peace out, L's gang.